All right, thanks everybody for taking the time to jump on our webinar tonight. My name is Kason Miller. I want to appreciate you for taking your time, and we don't take your time and attention for granted. What we want to do is give you an overview of who we are as a leisure life and what we have to offer and what our company is and how it could help you or benefit you either as a participant or a customer in one way or another. So with that, I just want to have kind of a conversation with you, no matter where you are. If you're listening to this on a mobile device or on a recording, or if you're on our live line tonight, then I just want to have a conversation with you as if we're sitting down in a coffee shop or a restaurant, or if we're having a conversation in your home or in an office somewhere, and we're just having a conversation, getting to know each other. And I want to start by, so that's kind of the environment that I want to set. Now imagine that in this conversation, okay, I ask you a couple of questions, and in that I want to know, what would some of the things be that you'd want to do if you had more time. Now imagine that. What would you do if you had more time, right? What would you do if you had more time? Now, there's only 24 hours in a day, and so much of that time we spend, having to do all these other obligations that we have. But what would you do if you had more time? A lot of times people think, oh man, I would love to just go on that African safari. Oh, I would love to sightsee and go tour and see the history, all over Europe or all over, on the East Coast. Or I'd love to go to the beaches. I'd love to go on vacation more. I'd go back to school and improve my education. Maybe you're the mountain person. What would you do if you had more time? Would you go up to the mountains? And I just got off the phone with a gal, and she's going to go up to the Tetons, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. What would you do if you had more time? Where would you go? What are those things that you're passionate about? Is it hunting? Is it fishing? Is it the great outdoors? Is it spending quality time with the kids and the grandkids, with your spouse, with your friends and family? What are those activities that you want to do? Now think about this question now, right? As a follow-up question, you're now thinking about the things that you'd want to do if you had more time. What stops you from doing them? So what stops you? What limits you? What prohibits you from accomplishing those things that you want to do if you had more time? And almost everybody's going to say, well, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time to do that because I got to work, and working is money. So what would you do now if you didn't have to worry about work? Why don't you have the time? Because you're too busy working. Why are you working? To get money to pay the bills and do all those things. So what would you do if you had more money? Would you be able to volunteer more? Would you be able to have less hours that gives you more time to do those things that you want to do? If you had more money, would you take those vacations more? Would you upgrade your living conditions more? Would you maybe take the family to Disneyland or Paris? What would you do? Would you go on a cruise? Would you go sightseeing all over the country, all over the world? What would you do if you had more time and you had more money? That's what we're going to talk about for a minute here. Why is that important? Because realistically, this is the whole basis of everything. Everybody comes into life with two decisions. These two decisions break down into this. Okay. You have the decision to increase your income or to decrease your wants and your dreams. So think about that. There's only 24 hours in a day, and there's only so many days in a week that we can work. So we're limited by the amount of money that we can make. If we have a job that's an hourly or salary paid type profession, or maybe we're self-employed, we see clients or patients or, individuals that way. So there's a limit of how many clients or patients that we can see in a day. There's a limit on how many hours in a day that we can work. So there's a limit ultimately on how much money we can make. So if you think about that scenario, if there's a limit to how much money you can make, there's a limit in our time and money. We obviously have to find a way to increase our income. And if we can increase our income, that will allow us to now have more time in a day to do those things that we want to do. Well, what about our wants and our dreams? See, if we can't find the way to increase our income, then we're going to say, you know what? Having more time or money or having freedom, being able to donate to church or charity, traveling, getting out of debt, lifestyle, or retirement, those things, it's not that important. And you shrink those wants and dreams to fit in to the limited income circle. So you either increase your income to meet your dreams, or you shrink your dreams to meet your income. Those are the two choices that we have. Now, you were invited here tonight to watch this by a friend, an associate, a colleague who wanted to share this with you. And what a Leisure Life is it's a vehicle to increase your income circle rather than to shrink your wants and dream circle. So now as your income grows, you're getting into what's called the blue zone, or the right side of the free enterprise model. You're now starting up a business. You're setting yourself into that business ownership level where you're creating leverage. What that leverage means is now you can leverage your time and you can leverage your money. Let's talk about leveraging money, okay? When I use this scenario, a lot of times people think, well, what's the catch, Kaysen? Here's the catch, okay? I'm going to share with you. Would you put $100 deposit into a bank if that bank gave you a $300 back? That's called leverage. $100 turned into $300. Every person would say, yes, I would. But there's some skeptical people out there that would say, what's the catch? What's the gimmick? Come on, there's got to be something out there. So what is it? Here's the catch. The bank's going to charge you a one-time setup fee of $300 to $500 to set up that bank account. Okay? And then the catch is, in the fine print, they'll only deposit $300 back at the end of every month if you deposit $100 at the first of the month. So there's the catch. Do you still leverage your money by depositing it into the bank and getting $300 back every month? Most people say, absolutely, I still do it. I still come out on top. So that's exactly how you're going to start to leverage your time, leverage your money by setting up a business with a Leisure Life. It's going to cost you about $300 to $500, depending upon the kit that you want to get started with, to set up your account. And then when you deposit $100 a month into that account, okay, and we're going to talk to you about what do you get benefit-wise, what do you get for that $100 a month. When you do that, the tax advantages alone, the government, the IRS, the ability that you have to translate some expenses that you're already having, things like cell phone bills, car, rent, mortgage, insurance, okay, entertainment, restaurants, food, those things that you already have, bills, internet bills, electronics, technology, devices, travel, vacations. You can start to write those off as deductions, which deducts them from your total income, and you pay taxes on what's left over. So that's how it's leveraging the time and money that you have, because now it's the time that you're putting into building your business, and it's the money that you've put in to start your business. That's how you first create leverage. Now, the second way, let's talk about the benefits. What do you get for that $100 deposit every month? Now, these are the benefits of a Leisure Life. When you sign up, when you set up that account, you've got some enrollment options. You can become a customer, and that's okay. For 30 days, it's free. It's kind of like Netflix or one of, a Hulu or one of those online things. It's free to sign up, free to take a test drive. But if you want to continue to use it, you're going to have to pay a monthly membership. That's our customer package. Our basic package is just the ability to have the customer package. And then if you refer somebody off and on, then you can make a commission. Our executive package is a little bit more than that. You get more benefit, more added value than the basic account, but it's kind of that in between. Our Premier and Premier Plus are the best, hands down, and I'm going to talk about what you get with those moving forward. Okay, what the Premier Plus is let's say you did a $499 business startup. That's tax deductible, first of all. So you're leveraging your money to start a business. Now, what you're getting with that from a Leisure Life is the ability to have your business and a 2-night all-inclusive stay at one of 5 different luxury resorts around the world. You've got Mexico, the Caribbean, or Dominican Republic to choose from. 5 different resorts to pick from. On top of that, you can upgrade from a 2-night to a 3, 4, or 5-night for as little as like $70 to $80 per person per day. And that's your all-inclusive fee. That's not only the resort, but that's also the food and amenities and everything. If you've ever been on an all-inclusive, you don't tip, you don't carry a wallet, you don't have to pay for anything. You walk in and you want to get 4 entrees and 7 appetizers and 15 drinks and try them all and take one bite and throw them away, you definitely can. You can do that. All-inclusives are amazing. We're giving you an all-inclusive trip as a thank you for joining as a premier member. We're also giving you a 7-night condo stay. Now, this is 7 nights, not 7 days, 7 nights. So you're staying 7 nights. If you don't want to go that long, then you can cut it short. That's fine. You have 3,000 different locations to choose from. So a worldwide potential trip is at your fingertips, all for signing up, all for becoming a member of a Leisure Life at the Premier Plus package. Now, the individual, you're responsible for the taxes that are associated with that and getting to these destinations, because everybody comes from different locations and we don't want to confine you into that. So you can pick those trips. When do you want to go and use them at your convenience, rather than we're forcing a trip onto you and you have to go when we want you to go. Okay. The second thing of what you're getting now that you've joined a Leisure Life, you've got your business set up. Okay. You're now leveraging your time. You're leveraging your money. Let's talk about the benefits of what you're getting for that $100 a month. Okay, you have access to condos and resorts all over the world, hotel discounts all over the world, cruise discounts all over the world, campground discounts, public and private campgrounds all over the world, shopping, online merchandising, shopping discounts, things like apparel, sunglasses, deals that are unbeatable. Fishing and hunting excursion trips, guided hunts, guided tours, okay, condo escapes like a staycation or a weekend getaway, something that a last minute deal, you want to do some of those. Event tickets, concert tickets, fantasy vacations, everything included. Think about being able to do that. All of that is what you get. Let me highlight what some of these look like for you for a minute. What would some of these condo or resort deals look like? Could you imagine going up into the mountains in the winter in Salt Lake City or Park City, Utah, and being able to go and ski up into the mountains, and maybe into the summer and mountain biking and hiking, or just relaxing in the mountain air for $155 for the whole week, not per night, the whole week. And some of those are a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom condo. That means it's a fully furnished, house. Basically, it's a condo. So you've got a bathroom, you've got closets, you've got laundry, you've got a kitchen, a full kitchen, dishes, utensils, everything's all there. Could you imagine going up to the coast in maybe Canada or Washington and being able to see all, the warm, crisp air? Think about the types of trips that you could do for $155 for a week, staying in a condo. What about going down to maybe Mexico or a wilderness resort, in Missouri? $175 for a condo in Cabo San Lucas for the whole week. All you've got to do is get there. That's an amazing type deal. Cruises, cruises. Disney cruises are some of the pristine cruise lines available, and yet you have the ability to have access to cruises, any given type of cruise all over the world, any different port. But a Disney cruise for as low as $100, $122 per person per night. What about concert tickets or show tickets or event tickets to a band or a play? Those things are all available. A sporting event, a football game or a basketball game, a hockey game, things that you like to do. Tickets of availability all within the Leisure Life membership. All of this is part of your $100 deposit every month. What about hunting trips, African safari trips? What about going and finding some impala or red hartebeest and being able to hunt a couple of game or some wildebeest? Being able to get those game in rifle or archery, being able to have a guided hunt there, 2 to 5, that maybe all of these animals in one package for less than $1,500 per person. I mean, these are amazing type deals. A bear hunt for around $1,500 per person for a week in Canada. Being able to do deep sea fishing trips, being able to have guided trips all over the globe. You want to hunt, elk, white-tailed deer, mule deer, moose. You want to be able to have fishing trips and fish shark or bass or, deep sea fishing, coast fishing, stream fishing, all kinds of different trips that you have access to getting the best deals around from, hands down, some of the best outfitters available. What about our merchandising, handbags, beauty supplies, sunglasses, technology products, clothing apparel, name brand, top-notch stuff that you have the ability to save to get at 40 to 70% off different items? Amazing different discounts all over the place. Could you imagine being able to find a pair of sunglasses for, $70, $80, $100 and being able to buy them for $30, $40, $50, getting them for, 40, 50, 60% off. Items that you shop for. Mother's Day presents, Father's Day presents, birthdays, anniversaries, Christmas presents, things that you're going to buy and shop for. Now you're getting the name brand quality product at a discount price because of our membership. So that's, you're probably thinking, okay, that's some great benefit, but there's got to be some more catch. Here's a catch. What about just testing the waters before you try it out? What about inviting a handful of people over to your place, let one of our expert affiliates talk to them about it, and you have a chance to win. Before you even join, you have a chance to win a 2-night hotel stay from inviting people over to your place. What if you've already joined? You still have that ability multiple times. These trips that you can win are not one and done type scenarios. Being able to invite some friends over to a place of business or to your home, and to be able to get a hotel stay, an all-inclusive stay, a 7-night condo stay, a 4-night cruise, or a 7-night cruise. And you can win all of them by being able to invite people over to your place, and the volume of sales that you do in that meeting, you have a chance to win all those types of trips and vacations. What if you want to keep them all for yourself? Fantastic. What if you want to give them away to a loved one, or raffle them off, or do whatever you want to do with them? They're yours to keep. Now, think about this for a minute. That's the program. You just started. There's a systematic way of this business. You just became an Leisure Life affiliate. You've leveraged your time. You've leveraged your money. Okay. You now are getting tax advantages from your business. You're using the membership. You've earned these 2-night condo all-inclusive resort, or these 2 trips. Now it's simple. You want to go out and share this with somebody else. If you share this business with people, step 2 is share. Okay, you want to get a return on your investment. You want to make your money back as quickly as possible. How do we make our money back as quickly as possible? Well, we want to share and invite some people to take a look. We have short videos, intro videos. We have a recorded webinar like this one that you can use. We have house meetings and get-togethers. But you share this business. Let's use the example of 3. Okay, you're not limited to 3. But 3 is a good scenario. If you shared this and you referred 3 people to do what you did, become a Premier Plus within a Leisure Life. Okay, now they've earned their 2 trips and they're excited. They've got the tax advantages. They're starting to leverage their time and get membership benefits for everything that we've just covered. You've made $200 per person that you referred. Now, if you do that in a calendar month, anytime you've referred 3 people in a calendar month, you're going to get a U3 bonus. That's an additional bonus. And in this example, it would be $150. $150 you've just made for referring 3 people to a Leisure Life. They've got their free trips. You've got yours. And you've made $750 for getting going. That's your quick step or quick start guide to share this business and get yourself a return on your investment. So now you're in the green immediately. It's going to take you probably a matter of days to a week or two getting a house meeting, getting some people exposed into this to be able to accomplish that. It's not uncommon for our members to be able to do that within their first 1 to 3 weeks, definitely within their first month to get that done. Okay, and step 3 is now, do you think those 3 people that you've just enrolled is teach? Do you think they want to do the same thing? Well, yeah. They want to have a chance to earn $750 just like you. So they're going to have their meeting. They're going to share this with some people. They're going to invite some people via Facebook or using our videos or however they want to do it, following our system. And when you've now had 3 people make a U3 bonus or referred 3, they've made $600 to $750, and you're perfectly positioned for our U33 monthly residual bonus. That's $1,350 in residual income every single month for what you've already done. That money for maintaining this business, that money will come back to you every single month when you qualify for that monthly bonus. Every single month. Now, think about this. Does that income now increase the amount of money that you have? Does that make you have more money? Do you now have more time, because that money can now take care of a car payment or rent or a mortgage, pay off some debts and some bills? That now allows you to have more time. You now have more money. It's fun to do it. You've now experienced some of the vacations that possibly for some people are once in a lifetime vacations. Think about this. We have these monthly bonuses that increase your residual monthly paycheck every single month. A monthly residual of $400. Okay? U3-1. Refer 3. Help them refer 1 apiece. And now you're making a residual $400 every month. Residual $400 every month. That's like having $100,000 in the bank collecting 5% interest. I mean, that's a big deal for some people. Statistically, in 2008, years ago, when the economy went down and crashed and the housing market fell apart, statistically, according to CNN Money, an extra $500 in the bank account or monthly income would have eliminated 78% of the foreclosures or bankruptcies in 2008 and 9. We can show somebody how to make an extra $400 to $500 a month with a Leisure Life. The U33, which we've covered. You've referred 3, and now they've referred 3. They're now on the verge of making a $400 a month monthly bonus, and you're making a $1,350 monthly bonus. As your income starts to grow, as the team of people that you start having starts to grow, you now earn our Pro 2 monthly bonus of $2,100 every single month. Does that now allow you to have more time? Can you now see yourself having more time with the kids, taking that extra vacation or 2 or 3 this year, being able to pay off some debts, being able to do those things that you'd always wanted to do but you didn't have time? Well, why didn't you have time? You probably didn't have the money. Would an extra $5,000 at Pro 4, would an extra $5,000 a month give you more money? Be able to pay off those debts and increase your income circle so that your wants and your dreams become a little bit more of a reality? What about being a Pro 6, making an extra $10,000 a month? When I got started, I was 21 years old, living in mom and dad's basement with a year and a half left of school. And I thought $10,000 a month would take me 10 or 15 years to be able to do. 9 months later, that's the amount of money that we were making. 9 months later, as we started to build a business and our team started to grow and we started to do the things by plugging into a training program and a training system, and our team started doing that, our income started to go. Could you imagine keeping the level of income that you have, but an extra $10,000 a month next month comes in? Do you now have more time? Do you now have more money? What do you do with that? Do you start paying off debts? Do you start paying off bills? Do you start upgrading your living expenses a little bit? Next month, another $10,000 comes in. Next month, another $10,000 comes in. After a while, you start realizing, what do we got to do to perpetuate this, to make this business start to come back or to even grow? And now your options start increasing. And they all increase. How do you get to $10,000 a month? By repeating the 3 steps: start, share, and teach. That's how you get to $10,000 a month. The more people that you have that are doing those 3 simple steps, making $750 a month, getting going and sharing this business and teaching those people to do the same, that is your blueprint. That's your game plan of being able to do that. The more people you have doing it, the more money that you'll make. How do you get to that type of money and sustain it for lifetime, for generations? My wife and I have been doing this business, for over a decade. And we've been able to live an incredible lifestyle, all residually from the business that we've been able to build using the All 7 system. It's a personal growth program with a compensation plan attached to it. Who we've become are completely different people than when we started. The reasoning is because you're just going to become a better person. You're going to treat your spouse better. You're going to treat your kids better. You're going to have better lasting relationships with them. You're going to have better lasting relationships with those around you. I had a friend in Atlanta who didn't make very much money in the business for one reason or another, but he never quit, and he kept calling me and calling me and calling me. He kept saying, "Kaysen, I got a promotion at my job because of the skill sets that I learned from the system. I made the sale at my job because I applied the same principles. I'm now a manager. I'm now a vice president. I'm now a partner. I've increased my ability so much from the system." I've had people say, I didn't build that business and make much money, but I used the system and the principles that you guys taught in the system, and now I'm the #1 contractor in concrete in Ohio. I could tell you story after story after story of people that have applied the system principles in other aspects of their life, and they've seen those aspects improve dramatically. Imagine if you apply those things into your business now, your leisure life business. They will improve and your income will improve dramatically. As we finish up here, I want to thank you for your time. But I want to close out. Remember when I started, we're having a little conversation. What would you do if you had more time? Where would you go? What would you do? Who would you do it with? What would you do if you had more money? Those things are now possible for you. By gaining the tax advantages in a leisure life, by joining, you have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain. The possibilities are endless. I remember listening to a mentor of mine years ago when I was nervous and apprehensive about getting started, and I didn't know if it was going to work for me. And I asked him one time, and I said, what does it truly take? And he said, Kaysen, it truly takes this. It's like a person, a mind and a parachute are a lot alike. They have to be open to work. This is what it takes. It takes an open mind. It takes a coachable mind. Somebody who's willing to come in and say, I will follow this system. This system works. It's made countless millionaires time and time again, generations to prove it out. It takes willingness and a dream and a desire to accomplish something. Think about that. Do you have a dream? What would you do if you had more time and more money? That is a dream. That's a desire. That's a burn in your heart to accomplish that. And if you want to apply the All 7 training system into building your leisure life business, it's only a matter of time until you get that. Whether you're sitting on the beaches of the world or you're sitting in a tree blind waiting for your deer to come by. Maybe you're out there in the early morning listening to the elk bugle from your balcony deck in your lodge resort. Or maybe you're the first person to wrap your hands around that steering wheel of that brand new car. Nobody broke the leather but you. Maybe you can take your spouse on an anniversary trip to Paris and eat the crepes and the fruits and the pastas and be able to walk down the ancient cobblestone roads. Maybe you just want to go out on those bungalows and get a massage with your family at the evening when the sun's going down and it looks like the ocean just goes forever and it's glass. And you can look down into the water and see little glowing fish, just almost like fireflies. Maybe you just want to take the time to go out on the range and sight in your gun 100 times or your bow and be able to take your kids out and teach them how to how to tie a bait and hook or fly fish out into the wilderness. What are the things that you want to do? What did you just see when we went over a leisure life? Did you see a discount travel membership, or did you see yourself being able to become debt free? People ask me all the time, Kason, what is it that you see in a leisure life? What's the benefit that you see in the membership? And I tell them, I'll tell you what I see when the benefit that I see is taking my kids for their birthday to Disneyland and being able to walk around Disneyland and have every person say happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, because they got a big old pin that says it's my birthday. What did you see? Did you see walking through Rome and being able to see the cathedrals and the Colosseum where the gladiators fought thousands of years ago? What did you see in the last 20, 30 minutes of a leisure life? What benefit did you see? Did you see a retirement plan? Did you see the ability to become debt free? Did you see the ability to wake up at any day, any day of the week, any time of day when you're done sleeping because you got nowhere to be because you're completely financially free? What did you see in the last 20, 30 minutes as we went over the benefits of our program in a leisure life? I hope that you see that as a reality for you, because it is a reality. It can be a reality because success is a choice. Success is a decision. And I thank you for your decision to take the time to review this information. And I hope you make the choice and make that decision to be a member of our team and join us in a leisure life. Thank you so much for your time and attention. And this webinar is now officially over.